Best video ever.
Start streaming. Okay.
Oh wait, I did Three's Company. There's 4 of us. It was the wrong song.
All right. I think we are live. What's going on, guys? Cubs fan Han here, and I am streaming live with Nukin, Crazy Excuses, and CG Gauze, who is with us. And we are just going to be kind of hanging out. This is actually kind of my 5,000 subscriber special. And then it kind of, yeah. Woo! And I kind of,
they say the first 5,000 is the hardest.
Yeah. Well, I heard that about the first 1,000, so that bar keeps getting raised.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be 10,000 now.
Who keeps putting the goalposts way out there?
But yeah, it just kind of morphed into kind of this thing where now we're all doing this together. And Gauze, thanks for joining us. It's nice to have a real life developer on the live stream. I do have a, check this out. Where did I put it? All right. I do have a free copy of Battlefront 2. This is for PC, and I'm going to be giving this to somebody on this live stream. I have not...
Me?
Not to you. Oh. Can't you just get this for free?
Yeah, I already got one. but I want another one.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. So we're going to be giving this away to somebody, and I think we'll just probably figure that out based on, I don't know, based on the questions. We'll kind of do it at random. So I don't really have, I'm not going to be giving it to a friend of mine. It's not a popularity contest. So just participate in the live feed, and we are going to be taking some questions. So I'm actually going to try to pull this up so I can see this live feed here and take some questions. But while I'm figuring that out, what has been some of your takeaways from EA?
This has been so much fun.
Yeah.
Super awesome campus. Yeah. We got to tour it. I did a labyrinth meditative walk. Watch out for that new meta coming out soon. It's all in here. We're currently in, what would you call this room?
It's called the EA Lab.
The EA Lab.
We actually just did. Some of you are wondering why we're here, and I should establish a few things before we get started. Number one, don't ask about Jedi Rey.
This is not about her.
This is not about Jedi Rey. We're not giving you new information about Jedi Rey. So if you ask poor Gauze here a question, don't bombard him with that kind of stuff. We won't be able to give you that kind of information. But the real reason why we're here is because Nukin, Crazy, and I are all in community leadership. We're really big into leading communities of guilds, and there's been a lot of discussion about how to effectively do that, how to manage guilds, and what have you, and then also just in general other areas of the game. So we decided to come here to EA, and we actually had a professional film crew here, and they shot a video with this very backdrop that you will see. 3 videos. That will later be shared on Nukin's channel, my channel, and Crazy's channel, edited by Gauze right here.
Hi.
And hi, I'm sitting here. And those are going to be coming out on our channels, and they're also going to be advertising games. So watch out for those here. I don't know exactly when those are going to hit, but that's the real reason why we're here. We promise. Yes. That's the real reason. So.
Trust me, we've been trying to get the same information out of him. He can attest to that. We don't know.
Mortal Womprat says, Crazy's sweater is already the best thing about this stream. Oh, that's so true.
Most
and then Doggo says, go Dodgers. Love your vids, though.
Boo.
Boo.
I get so many comments about people who say they hate the Cubs, but they love my videos, and I'm like, you know what? It warms my heart, not just that they like my videos, but that I make them listen to the Go Cubs Go song every time they watch a video of mine.
I don't think I know how that goes. Will you sing it for us right now?
Oh, Go Cubs Go!
That's it? That's the shortest song I've ever heard.
I was like, oh, they're waiting for the whole thing. Yeah, that's how it goes. It's really good. All right, do you guys want to take some questions?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think, why don't we do this? Why don't we give out the Battlefront 2, if there's any objections to this, let me know. Why don't we give away Battlefront 2 to the best question. Whichever question we think is the most rich, the most compelling, will the question that packs the most ooh, we'll give the Battlefront 2 to that person.
Things that make you go ooh.
Yeah, if you give at least 2 out of 4 of us goosebumps, then we will give you Battlefront 2 for free. Does that sound good?
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna scan through here, and see if we got any questions. Stop singing, please.
That wasn't a question.
Okay, here's a question. This is Vincius Rius. And remember these questions, because we're going to have a lot, I'm sure. We have several watching. We have 132 watching. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Guys,
Excuse me.
Hi.
thank you very much for joining. That's a really good amount for a live stream. Okay. Where did he go?
Do you want me to like, moderate so you can answer more of the questions?
Sure. Well, I mean, we can all do it. It doesn't have to be me.
Because this is your celebration.
Oh yeah. Oh, everyone celebrate me. No.
Scumbag.
Oh, and I've got Uchiha saying "good is dumb." That's my community. Represent Uchiha. He's a guild leader. Okay. Yeah. You got a problem with that?
Uchiha sounds like a...
Stop reading a book by its
He's
cover,
awesome.
crazy.
He's actually a really good dude. Okay, I'm not just saying that because you're listening.
Uchiha.
I would say that behind your back. Okay, I'm going to get to this question now. Vincius Rios, who's probably sitting there like, are they ever going to read my question? They've said my name like 5 times now. What do you guys think about using the Wampa under Zeter leader on heroic tank?
I haven't used the Wampa in the heroic tank yet.
Neither have I.
I did test him out with Zeter in arena. It was all right, but surprisingly, the Wampa is better on sort of this hybrid Titan team where you just smack Wampa with a bunch of legendary characters so far, you know? So, I mean, I don't know, maybe Gauze can influence a little buff to Zeter here, but so far I'm seeing Wampa's actually a dark side character who is designed to beat up rebels. He has strong synergy with Zeter. I think he would. There was the Elder Zeter team in Phase 2. I think you might want to, if you want to run him in the tank raid, try that out.
Yeah, I'm kind of picturing like maybe more in Rancor, which
I
Rancor's
tried him out in the Rancor.
Yeah.
Have you?
I haven't. Did it work?
I got Wampa to hit around 160 to 180k at the end of the raid.
That's a little bit of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a little bit of damage. See, I'm just picturing. I've seen so many screenshots of the Rancor with just a line of debuffs, which now we've got it cleaned up, so it's just a number. But if the Wampa were to basic with that many dots, it would be pretty insane. Mm-hmm. So you got it up in the 100s.
Yeah, that was with about 60 to 70 dots. So good luck trying that.
Okay, Raj Sile says, what are your end goals for SWGOH more than Game Changer? Well, I think that might be directed at me. My goal is to be CEO of EA. That's my goal.
Well, first you need to develop an Australian accent.
Does the CEO have an Australian?
Andrew Wilson definitely does have an accent.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. See, I don't know my EA hierarchy.
What else does it take?
What's that?
What else does it take to be EA CEO?
What else does it take? A snazzier suit than this.
Yeah, I'm actually not even wearing shoes. I'm wearing Chewy socks.
Yeah.
Do you guys like that? Chewy socks? I was wearing Vader socks yesterday.
No, I was very proud
of it. Nukin touts the Empire over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. And he comes here. I'm wearing a Death Star shirt, a Darth Vader hat, and Darth Vader socks, and he's got nothing to sport for it. So I'm trying to figure it out.
There's hope for you. That's what we're getting.
There's a new hope for you.
I think my end goals for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, I mean, when it comes to my YouTube channel, I just want to keep making videos for a game that I love. I don't think about it too hard, I guess. I don't know. What do you...
You've been pretty giddy today.
Yeah. See, we're going up. We were up until Nuke and Crazy and I were up last night until 2. We did a video. We actually did a lot of you like my Bag of Questions series. I did my Bag of Questions, the latest one, with Nukin and Crazy. in our pajamas last night
the
in
blooper
Crazy's
reel might
hotel
be
room.
longer than the actual video.
Yeah,
My room.
that was fun, and so we're going on Steam right now. But kind of being here at EA has given us a little bit of energy. I think it's pretty cool.
When we walked in the door, we were just like, oh, look at that, and we were spamming Twitter.
Having a Starbucks literally right out the door helps too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how about... okay, this is a good question for you, Nick. I just spoiled your real name.
You can call me Nick, that's fine.
Okay, Nick.
I don't care who knows.
Everyone, his first name is Nick. Go find him.
In the videos we filmed, I do introduce myself each time as Nick from Electronic Arts.
So you're comfortable with the first name?
We're good.
Okay. All right, next the last name and then the social after that.
And an address.
This is a good question for Nick. Valen7778 says, I want to know what the development team what the life is like on the development team in terms of how teams are separated. Like, if is there a team for events, a team for guilds, a team for character reworks, a development team, or new ones? How do you tick CG?
There are not teams, but there are certainly individuals that are specialists for certain things. So, I mean, especially if you guys listen to the Galactic War Report audio podcast, you'll hear some of the same people talk about certain things. So basically, like, there are some people who like primarily work on characters. And there are other people that will work on events, other people that will work on features. So, but it's all under the same umbrella of a design team. So, that's kind of how that works. Is everybody kind of carves out their own niche at what they're best at, I guess.
And we've met. I mean, I don't know much about it. We met a few devs today. We met one who was kind of more into the algorithms of the game, and then there was one who was more into kind of events and that kind of thing. And so it seems like y'all kind of got your own little thing going on. So, and you do the game changers,
right? So I work with you guys, obviously.
He puts up with us.
Social media, the website, the Swigo website, which has a new community page, which I'm working on. It's there now, and now we need to just, spruce up the place a bit more. So,
awesome. All right, let's find another question. Curious. Oh, this is another good question for you, Nick. Curious how many of the developers play the game. What type of guild are they in, and are they in public servers?
I don't know. I can't answer the second one. I don't know enough of the particulars of what guild everyone's in, but I mean, to my knowledge, everybody there plays the game, which is, in my experience, not common. I mean, there are the same, maybe not every day, but there are the same conversations that go on in the studio that you guys talk about on your channels.
Right.
I mean, I think that just about everybody, at least all the people that I know that are there, I mean, with the exception of just maybe a couple, pretty much everybody plays the game. And I think just about everybody has opinions on it, and there are definitely some lively discussions that go on. And are they in public server? Yeah, I would think so.
Incognito.
They're real accounts.
You could be interacting with them and you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much everybody has a quote-unquote real account. I know I do. I mean, I've been playing every day since April. I can't get enough.
And it's interesting. You say it's rare for everyone to play the game. I don't know the whole development team. We've just met a few. We have a very small sample size for Nuke and Crazy and I. But the guy we met not too long ago, I forget what his name was. But the first thing I said to him was, "Thank you for this game. I love this game." And his eyes, he just like lit up and he said, "It's awesome, isn't it?" And it was like, it wasn't this forced, like, this is my job, I want this game to. It was like this genuine
joy. He
freaking loved the game. And I thought that was really cool.
I think everybody in that studio does, and it's, it's lightning in a bottle, and I know this just kind of sounds like me just gushing, but I mean, I just feel like it was such a. That's why I made the move to come here to the company in July, because I was just so captivated with it, and the people there at the studio as well. So
yeah.
Right
on. Well, let's find another question here. You guys should pull it up on your phones too. Help me out. Help me find. Is it really?
38.
I got it.
Okay, Crazy, you got it.
On it.
You know, I think.
Oh, here's a good one.
I'll even expand a little bit on it. Not only do a great number of people in the studio actually play the game, a great number of them also buy things in the game. I mean, like we don't just like
they
go in
spend
there.
their own money.
They spend their own cash. Because I mean, you know, I think that's also one of the only ways that you can really get the kind of the true experience of the game, right? You know, I mean, you know, when I first went in for an interview, I definitely bought a bunch of stuff, and then I could say, well, this is how it felt when, you know, I incidentally it was Imperial Super Commando.
Oh yeah.
So I bought a bunch of packs of Imperial Super Commando, and then I described.
There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions about Jar Jar.
I saw that.
Jar Jar? Who's asking about Jar Jar?
I've been asking for Jar Jar for a while, especially as the April.
Don't do Jar Jar.
Yes.
No, it's Jar Jar.
Obi!
Here's another good question for Nick. It's all coming to you. You're on the hot seat.
Yeah.
I was hoping that sitting in the back would kind of.
We'll get more game. Okay, well after this we'll go to more game questions.
Sure.
But I think this is a good one. I don't know if I can say this out loud. Tits McVenom.
Oh.
Oh, do you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's awesome.
Hi, you're awesome. According to these guys.
That's one heck of a name.
She's on the Nerf Herder stream, I think, with T-Money.
She's on the Charlie's Angels server with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the all-girls Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. If you're a girl who plays Galaxy of Heroes, there is an all-girl Galaxy of Heroes server that I learned about today, which I'm not on because I'm incidentally
definitly not a
girl.
We don't let many
Okay.
people on.
Are there a ton of arguments about which characters to release next? And then, LOL.
I don't know about necessarily arguments, but I know people like to campaign, certainly.
Yeah.
There certainly are people that will be like, so when's the so-and-so rework coming, you know? I wouldn't say that there are disagreements about it. I think but everyone has their favorite. You know, there are light side players, there are dark side players, there are people who, obviously, we have, you know, fans of like the Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Because they're
You're running Night Sisters.
Yeah, I love the Night Sisters. Oh my gosh. Such fun mechanics there. So I would say that what there is constant campaigning for our favorite characters and factions. Absolutely.
Here's another one. Steven Schiltz. Territory Wars tie fix? ?
Oh, is this for us now?
Yeah. I mean,
They said
obviously,
it's
if something's in the works, Nick wouldn't be able to talk about it. So what do you guys think should happen?
It was announced that they're aware and they're looking into it.
Yeah,
so
we do know that they're looking
something's
into it
coming.
and that it's a priority, it sounds like. So I really hope that trends, and I've said I think that fixing ties is pretty important to the longevity of Territory Wars, which it is honestly, it might be my favorite game mode to hit Galaxy of Heroes.
Raving.
Since, yeah. It might be my favorite Galaxy Heroes game mode to hit since the Rancor.
Here's a good one. Favorite character you want to see come to the game?
Ooh.
What are you going to say?
Screenshot who took that. I'm screenshotting all of them so I can remember for the Battlefront giveaway. Favorite character, say it again?
Favorite character you want to see come to the game?
Revan.
No, shock.
Okay, that's the easy answer. We all want Revan.
Darth
You
Revan.
want Revan, I'm sure.
You know what? As much as I want him, it's going to sound really weird.
Oh, tread carefully. You've got 176 people watching right now that want Revan. Or
Personally,
188.
the This does not reflect the views or opinions of EA Capital Games or its partners. This is strictly my own thing, and I probably would never happen. I want C-3PO because I want C-3PO and R2 synergy. And the fact that we have Hermit Yoda and we've seen what a passive character could look like would make me want. I mean, look, to me, like the first 15 to 20 minutes of A New Hope are just, it's some of my favorite in the canon. Just watching C-3PO constantly beat up on R2, smack him, insult him, just walk away, like, get away from me. Like, it's fantastic. I love, it's almost an Abbott and Costello routine.
Yeah.
So, like, I want that. I really do.
I want that as well. And I think when I think about C-3PO, I've always thought, before Hermit Yoda came out, what we've speculated about C-3PO, and I would say if we had C-3PO, he can't attack. So I was like, man, I don't know if they're okay with having a character that never attacks. But now we've got Hermit Yoda, so we've established we do have an attacker, or a character who does not attack. And C-3PO, if you think canon-wise, what did C-3PO bring to the table as a protocol droid? And I think that there's a lot of analyzation there. There's a lot of, I guess, assistance that he brought. He's really good at, just kind of being white noise some of the time. But I think that he could have function in the game. So
Etiquette and protocol, man.
Okay, I got to.
I'm gonna play an ad.
Do we wait?
Let me see if it says to wait. We don't know. Let's see an ad. Keep on streaming. We'll just go ahead. I'll just do one about every 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. We're up to 202 watching.
Wow.
Guys, thank you for
That's
joining
a lot.
us. This is sweet. Okay, Crazy, you've got one?
I have two good ones. The first one's, I think, probably, I know everyone's answer, but what are your favorite factions to play?
Oof.
Empire.
Didn't see that coming. Tell us why. Why do you love the Empire?
They're more tactical. They have interesting debuffs. They're not raw damage. They look cool, and they're not rebel scum. So,
Follow-up question: have you used Colonel Stark much, and do you find have you dusted off any Imperial troopers?
So I have taken Colonel Stark. I have unlocked him. I have taken him to Gear 9. Haven't tested him out in the arena. But if I'm going to run an Empire team, I think I want to use the Imperial Probe Droid.
Oh, yes.
You're getting love here. Swamp Donkey says it's because Nukin rocks, bro. And yes, I agree, Nukin. And happy birthday?
Yep. Apparently it's my birthday.
Today?
And tomorrow. And yesterday.
Oh, this is an inside joke. I forgot about
Yeah,
that. I've ran into this before.
Yes.
For a second, I was like, what? How have we not heard about this?
What about your
my
favorite
faction
factions?
is Resistance right now.
Really?
Now, part of the reason for that is because I personally kind of missed the boat when Resistance first became a thing. And so for some people, it's like old news, but for me, it's new. But when you can get that exposed train running, I think it's so fun. Just to if you have your PO fast enough, you get some exposes, and then you just plow through this team.
You start giggling at some point.
Yeah, I mean, inevitably, right? But I love having BB-8 in that mix now, too, who I've got at 5-star Gear 11. I've got all my first order ready to get him at 7 stars. Hopefully he comes soon, right? Hopefully.
Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
I don't know who you're looking at.
You have the power.
Tell
us what you know. No, but
Actually, he was yesterday. We missed it.
Oh, yeah. But I love throwing up Illuminated Destiny, and then you can have a battle where it's just plowing around along at a nice pace, and then you throw Illuminated Destiny up there, and then it's just like, boom, 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 done. It's just so fast. So I like Resistance. What's your favorite, Nick?
Oh, Night Sister is easy. There's nothing more satisfying than being down to being like 2 against 5. Like all you've got up is like Asajj and Zombie, and they've got a full squad, and you come back, resurrect your entire squad, and just mow them up. There's nothing more satisfying when you because you can see the very move that just turns the tide. That Zombie goes in for just like a little, and then brings back yeah. He just comes and then Daka comes back and like smacks at the same time.
Stun.
Yes, stuns like 2 characters. Stuns Baze and Chirrut.
It's pretty annoying.
Then you have Asajj come in, smack smack Baze with bringing back
Daka.
Daka again. It's just so satisfying. Like,
Yeah.
oh, isn't that cute? You thought you won, but not really.
I agree. I've said before when I first did my my zombie acolyte video, what I love about that team most is it feels like your team is literally turned into a team of zombies when you have Tals in there. It's like everyone's dead, but they're really not dead. They're gonna kill everybody still from the dead.
Technically, zombies are undead.
Well, yeah, the zombie's the only one who's like legit undead, but the other ones like die and then they keep coming back to attack and then they die again over and over. I know, I like that. That was a good question. Put that down.
What about crazy?
Put that down as candidate for winner.
Okay.
Nice Sisters. Yeah. All right, this is a good one, and it probably is a quick answer, but I think it's good for people to hear this. What outlets are the best way for the community to express the thoughts to the developers? Reddit, forums, etc.
The best method.
How do people get heard?
You know that. So in all my years in working in community, it's not as much the platform, but it's how you frame it. If you've got something to say, if you can say it in a clear, and this is, I'm going to rip this off from you, say it in a clear and concise manner. And your tone is also very important. I mean, look, this is how I think about it is, when you're writing some feedback, piece of feedback, think about it from my or like Cozy's perspective. Would I or her feel okay doing a copy paste to our executive producer and saying, hey, we got a really awesome piece of feedback here, and keeping in mind that this person has limited time, she's got 10 different plates that she's all doing at once, so she can't read a wall of text. But there are so many times where I've thought of in the past where somebody has like started off writing a piece of feedback, and the beginning of it started great. And then it just devolved into frustration.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and at the end of it, I'm like, I would have loved to have forwarded this feedback on. I would love it so much to just do a, copy paste of the URL and say, hey, this was a great forum post I think you guys should see. But it was soured. So just keep that in mind. I think forum or Reddit are good places. I would say,
be respectful.
3 or 4 sentences. Try to be clear and concise, and yeah, sure. And just make it easy for the people who want to forward your feedback to be able to do so.
Right. No, yeah. I think that's a good tip, and I think there's a lot of feedback on Reddit. I think that is like that, and then there's a lot of feedback that is very whiny. It's very, very, very excessively negative, and I just think if you just want to vent, then go ahead and vent, and some people will commiserate with you. But if you genuinely want to be heard, I think I'm glad you said that, because that's kind of what I've said before to people. Mm-hmm. I've kind of said, like, if you want your feedback heard, be nice, be respectful. If this is just humanity, this is just talking to people 101 without EA or games involved.
Yeah,
if you want somebody to listen to you, be nice.
And anything.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing to do would be, everyone has a laundry list of what they want.
I sure have mine.
To improve the game. And as important as the forum is, whether it's the game forum or Reddit, pick one thing. Pick the priority of what you really want changed, and focus on repeating that until, and maybe even tweaking it if you say it multiple times, to the point where it is heard.
Yeah, one thing at a time is definitely it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
That's what we picked.
No one wants to
leadership.
look through a list of 100
Yeah.
different items and rank them in an order. You know, focus on one thing and keep pushing for that.
I mean, to use an example, I was very passionately, I felt very passionately about the leadership burnout.
Me,
So
all of
that's
us
how
did.
we got together.
That's why we're here, actually.
And we
Yeah.
we started a document of ideas of things to help, because Nick said, what would help? When I told him we're so burnt, he said, what would help? And we started a document, and it was pages.
It's like
and pages.
4 to 8 pages.
And pages. And I was like, one page. It's got to be one page. So we cut it down to one page, kept it really simple, concise, and we were like, we can build on it later. And now a lot of this, I don't know how much that affected it, but we sent it on, and now a lot of those tools are in the game. And I hope that was a lot easier to be received, to have a cleaned up.
Okay, I love this question. And Nick, you're not as much involved in the actual design and development of a character, I don't think.
no.
But maybe you will have some knowledge of this. Acer Tojak just asked, how much time does it take to create a character? And how many stages of concept does it take?
I am not the person that I would love to give you an answer. I do not have an answer to that one.
Yeah,
Sorry, I am not
That would be interesting,
as
though.
versed in that process. But you know what? That is a good question. Now I'm curious. Now I want to know the answer. So maybe the next time we do this, I'll have the answer because I'll find out myself.
Probably a little bit more for legendary characters. Maybe.
Again, I don't know. I mean, I think it would stand to reason that the higher the profile of the character, the more rounds of feedback they're probably going to receive.
All right. What rework do you guys want the most?
I was just going to read that one.
I'll screenshot it since we both.
Yep, screenshot that. What rework do you want the most? Are you looking at this one from Track 230? If you had to rework one faction?
Mainly red.
Okay, so we got two that are basically asking the same thing. This one's just faction based. So let's just change it into character and then faction.
Okay.
And go down the line.
Character?
Yeah.
If Arnold's watching, he's screaming Grievous. I know. It's gotta be
Grievous!
Grievous or
His Arnold voice.
Grievous or Palpatine. One of those two.
Oh, you took mine. I would say Palpatine.
Sorry.
Maybe no. Okay, so I'm gonna go light side. Mace Windu.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mace Windu
That's a good one.
is so much more legit than he is in the game. He's
Yeah, because Palpatine at least was good at some point. Mace and Grievous.
yeah.
Never got any love.
Plo Koon, a lot of those, some of those Jedi
The
Guardian.
Jedi
No, I'm just
faction
kidding.
is the faction that needs the rework.
Yeah,
Faction-wise, it's
faction. Yeah, and we talked about in the Bag of Questions video. We think that the Jedi could really
Jedi
use a
Knight
rework at some point.
Guardians.
Yeah, I've got this 7-star Jedi counselor, and I can't use him. How do you say that? Counselor?
It's not counselor, it's counselor. I think.
Counselor?
Yeah.
Saying that wrong.
Yeah, I've gotten in trouble for saying that wrong before.
We're not
videos.
you know, having a therapy session.
Okay, how about this one? RD says, "What's your favorite ship and why?"
Like capital ship or
Just
Friendship.
friendship. Oh, that was a good one. He's like, "No, I'm serious." These are dad jokes.
Yeah, that was bad.
I actually thought that was pretty funny.
I mean, it's clever, but it's bad.
I don't know. I don't really have a favorite.
I
ship.
really like Poe's.
Poe's.
I really like Poe's ship. I don't use it in my starting fleet, but I really like it.
I like the Falcon, but I don't get to use it on my main account.
I like the Gauntlet Starfighter or the TIE Reaper. Yeah.
TIE Reaper's pretty cool.
All dark side.
When are we getting Indiana Jones Han?
Indiana Jones Han.
We named the dog Indiana.
If you could play the role of any character in any Star Wars movie, who would it be and why?
Oh, I like that question. Freaking screenshot that. That's a candidate for sure.
That's pretty good.
I really like that.
I would be the little kid that goes, Master Skywalker, there's too many of them.
What are we going to do? Sir Loki's in here. He's going to appreciate that.
No, I wouldn't be that guy because then I get
Start the memes.
Start the memes. Cue the meme generator.
Dude, there's some bad ones for that. I think I'd be either Ahsoka or Asajj. Those are my two favorite.
You like Ahsoka? Didn't see that one coming.
Oh.
I'm Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
You want all your limbs
You want all your
chopped
limbs
off
gone?
and burned?
You want to be on life support in a
want,
suit?
I want to have a badass suit.
Yeah. I'd want to be Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Not Han?
No.
Shame.
Well, okay.
Explain.
I like Han. The reason a lot of people think that I'm like this diehard Han Solo fan because of my handle or my name.
Your handle?
My Cubs. Yeah.
Oh!
Dad joke number 2. Dad joke number 2.
Wow.
That was good. The name was kind of given to me. I like Han Solo.
I want to watch the replay.
I'm not like you're watching the replay. Yeah, we can see us in my computer right now, but it's delayed. So anyway,
Good.
It's not actually loud.
I'm not. I was never like this diehard Han fan. It was kind of like this inside joke because there's so many different versions of Han in the game. Now there's even more. But this was before. There were a couple different Hans, and I forgot how the discussion went, but my buddy Lousy in my community, who's from England, I hope he's listening, one day we were talking, I forgot what we were talking about, then he's like, oh, no, it's Cubs fan Han, because I was Cubs fan 2016 for winning the World Series. Before that, it was 1908 for the last time. It was forever ago. Anyway, it just kind of merged from there. But no, I like lightsabers. And Obi-Wan Kenobi survives the longest. He is freaking legit. He cuts Darth Maul in half.
And then stabs him.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. He's the whole package.
Do you want to be Force Ghost Kenobi?
No. Well, and his death is epic too. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he just becomes one with the Force pretty much.
Yeah, he chooses.
Yeah. It's cool. I like Kenobi.
What about you?
Oh, Veers.
Really?
Veers?
General
Veers, if you don't think
I did
about
not
it,
see
but
that coming.
he's awesome because he is the only Imperial that never failed Vader. Think about it.
That's compelling.
Ozzel choked, Piet choked,
Krennic.
or not Piet. Piet and Moff Jerjerrod. You never saw him again in Return of the Jedi. Greets Vader at the beginning. You don't see him again for the rest of the movie. Veers is the only dude that's like, yeah, Lord Vader, you want something done? I got it done. You want that generator down? That generator's down, my friend.
Number 3.
Oh my goodness. With Disney owning Lucasfilms, when is Mickey Mouse and Friends coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? I think that's funny. No?
That is funny.
April Fool.
Hey, I know some people don't like Disney owning Lucas, but I am happy that they do because that means that we are getting a lot more Star Wars content, and I'm down with that. And it's been, in my opinion, very quality content. I think it's been good. Gardner Anderson, question. This is a good question. What's the longest stretch of time you've gone without playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes since you started? About 10 minutes. I'm screenshotting that.
Have you guys gotten your daily logins every day?
No. There was
I miss it every once in a while.
I ran a conference and I missed that week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, daily log. Wait, no, the daily login.
No, the daily login.
I think it's probably been. Actually, it's funny because the only thing I can think about is I think it was February or March. My wife and I went on a cruise for our 5-year anniversary, and we were going to be totally out of service, and I wasn't willing to pay for the Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
And so I personally went 2 days without playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
But did you give your
That's the
account
longest
to
I've
someone
done.
else?
But when I was gone, my little brother logged in for me and did my dailies and did rating for me and stuff. So my account didn't suffer.
Yeah.
Nice.
When I've gone out of service, I've given my account to my own guild leader.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a character with both light and dark side?
Yes.
Light and dark side tags in the same character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, elaborate.
Revan.
But it's like, where is Revan on his journey, though? You know?
Oh, well, let's just get one before we get into that.
I kind of feel like with Revan, because he's probably the most obvious light and dark leaning character. I feel like, why not give us 2 Revans? One that's light side, and then later on we get a dark side version.
Maybe.
Or dark side first. Probably dark side first, please. because we don't have enough love for the dark side in the game.
Definitely need more
getting
light
better,
side
but-
characters, right?
Quote the Revan, nevermore.
Does Nukin have a secret love for any rebel?
No.
Ooh.
Wait,
I like this question.
Do you have a crush?
Is Princess Leia at least hot?
She's all right.
When I was
I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
She was my first crush. When my mom showed me Star Wars for the first time ever, I was like, Princess Leia. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Something, I think the best rebel in the game currently, to answer it seriously, is probably R2-D2, and I like to call him a trash can, or a recycle bin. But he's growing on me, so R2-D2.
R2-D2.
Yeah.
All right.
Should I Zeta Kylo? Yes.
Should use Zeta Kylo. I think so.
Probably.
It's Kylo.
CFH likes bun hair. Quoted. If it's Carrie Fisher, I'll take whatever hairdo.
Bun hair.
When she was in her prime, she was very gorgeous. And I think my wife might be watching this right now, and I'm
Getting
comfortable. I'm
jealous.
comfortable saying that in front of her. She knows that I think that Princess Leia is very, very good looking. All right. Here we go. Justin Hernandez. Let's get into territory wars. Question. He started so that it would come to my attention. That's a good way to do it. Don't everybody do it. Top 5 strongest defensive teams for territory wars. Go!
Watch my video.
Yeah, Crazy did a really good video on this. Do you
Shameless plug.
Do you want to start tackling that?
Top 5.
I would say General
You're
Kenobi
gonna ask the
embarrassed.
lady to repeat herself? Go watch her damn video.
Then I don't get paid.
Head over there right now and then come back here. We'll still be here. General Kenobi and Barris aren't that good for it. I would rate them as a better offensive team.
Resistance is amazing. on
Resistance is
defense.
your best defensive team. I love a good team of Ugnaught. No, okay, seriously, best defensive team. Obviously, General Kenobi Barris.
Kenobi, Zeras, Fives, all that junk.
Yeah.
Chase,
Fives.
all that nonsense. All the stuff I hate.
All that nonsense.
Royal Guard.
Stuff that you don't like to fight in arena. Put
Night
that there.
Sisters.
Night Sisters. 'Cause
I think
they're
Night
hard to
Sisters are
kill.
very good, especially if you throw in Acolyte with Zombie.
Yeah.
Because then you have to put an AoE dispel or you might get timed out.
Yeah,
really
or
fast.
some kind of AoE. Yeah.
That's what I tell my guild to put on defense.
There's a lot of people are using Zeta Maul.
Yep.
There's kind of debate on whether to use Phoenix on defense or offense. If you take out Hera, they fall, but if you have their protection high enough, they just keep regenning, and so it can kind of be a pain.
Commander Luke works really well on defense.
Yeah.
And something to think about with Commander Luke in particular. A lot of you probably want to save him for offense, but
There's some
going
really
against
good
Commander
defense.
Luke, if you're attacking Commander Luke without your top meta teams, if you're trying to go dip into your roster more and then you start attacking Commander Luke, it's really hard to manage that.
If you have
dude.
a top CLS team, it's
Yeah.
hard to beat.
That really got me too, because I'm used to fighting Commander Luke in the arena
Yeah,
every
it's
single
like,
day,
okay.
and it's no big deal. But when you're trying to do it with less OP characters, yikes.
I really like this question. What's your favorite unintended synergy?
Unintended.
Like Boba and Zeta.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
Right
probably-
now, I really like Ezra and Wampa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's unintended or not, but Ezra.
I think unintended means they don't share like tags.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not in the same. That's what I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
I,
so-
I got one.
Ezra and Wampa aren't sharing tags.
Right,
But
Phoenix is supposed to send
Ezra
them.
being able to call the Wampa to assist. So with how hard the Wampa hits on his basic, and then Ezra, who also hits like a truck, is going to follow up with 2 attacks. Get out of here. Put Akbar in the leadership role, and then because Ezra's using his passive ability, Akbar's leadership actually reads it as a
Don't
non-attacking.
suggest this. What's wrong with you?
I already did a video on it. Are you not watching my videos?
I'm here, dude.
She doesn't watch my videos.
She lied about the notifications.
She lied about it. She lied. I'm just
He
playing.
posted a video and I'm like, ding. Oh, I got a notification.
Yeah, I shared a video. I'm like, is your phone gonna ring or not?
I would say Darth, Nihilus, and Thrawn.
Okay.
There's a lot of synergy there. You want Darth Nihilus to be able to get Annihilate up quicker and Thrawn can give him more turn meter. And then when Thrawn does his basic, he puts the speed up buff. And then Nihilus on his basic can dispel that buff and kind of get ability block, a little combo there. So Darth Nihilus and Thrawn.
Yeah.
I like that. When will there ever be a monster team? Avinash is asking this. Rancor, Wampa,
Snowflake. That's her nickname.
I actually think it would be kind of cool to have a playable version of the Rancor. He would just take up like the whole.
Would he be a big one or a small one?
It'd be like a little baby Rancor. Like
baby Rancor.
Or no, instead of Rancor,
Like
what if you get the dude who controls the Rancor, that shirtless dude who at the end is like.
Oh,
no, if he
what's
dies,
his
that guy
name?
comes out.
He's got a name.
He has an ability that summons a Rancor to smush someone, and then he goes away. The Rancor.
He's got an ability that starts on cooldown, and then when he gets it, the Rancor does his devour.
Yeah.
The Rancor comes in from off screen.
What about the Dianoga, the trash compactor monster?
That would be a good one.
That has the tentacle wrapped around Luke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a good one.
Team. Is Wappa considered a monster? I guess.
I think so.
He's more of a beast, but I guess that he's a
Mynock,
monster.
chewing on the power cables.
When will we be getting the required units list for Rey's Hero's Journey?
Very soon.
Probably August. I'm just kidding. Very soon?
Very soon.
You guys heard it here. That was a very...
Heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Last I heard, you need a 7-star Ugnaught to get Rey, but we'll see if that changes or not. Can you confirm?
Can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, look at this. Lousy. Hey, Lousy is listening. Lousy, what's up, dude? This is the guy who... So when I was telling that story earlier about my buddy who gave me my name, Cubs fan Han, who kind of deemed that, he's in the stream right now. He just asked this question. Accidentally Zeta. Anyone done this? Accidentally given a Zeta to somebody?
I haven't, but I know a lot of people that have.
I haven't.
I've accidentally equipped an MK3 hollow projector.
Ooh, that's...
onto Cup.
Hey, Arnold's on the stream. Arnold, what's up?
Hi.
He says, when's the Cup rework happening? Oh, man. No, so maybe a better question might be then regret Zeta. So maybe we didn't accidentally do it, which a lot of people did accidentally Zeta, like old Ben, when all of a sudden he had a Zeta and he's got this new ability too, and you're upgrading it for the event, and then you accidentally go too far. And
I think that's
how a lot of people did it. But regret Zeta. Any regrets? Han Solo.
You Zeta Han Solo? I don't have a Zeta Han Solo.
I had to make Brotini work, man.
Brotini. You really regret it?
No,
it's such a good Zeta.
It's a good Zeta.
You can't deny how good that Zeta is.
I just hate looking at him at the top of my roster every day.
Oh, my first two Zeta. I think if I have a regret Zeta, it's probably Yoda. I say that tentatively because when I gave that Zeta to Yoda, it was useful. Mm-hmm. It's just not useful anymore. There wasn't as much longevity there as I'd hoped for, but I was running Jedi in the arena. You know, we had a bit of a Jedi, I don't want to say meta, but they were really viable for a while, where it was Qui-Gon Jinn, R2-D2, Anakin, General Kenobi, and Yoda. And Battle Meditation, having a Zeta on it where you had that guaranteed foresight spread was pretty useful then, but now
it's a good territory war team.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good for territory wars. It's good for, and I do put that in on defense actually. It's a good offensive team too. But yeah, I would say if I had to pick a regret, that would be it. Have you given any Zetas yet?
All on Night Sisters.
Yeah,
All on
Zetas?
Night Sisters. You know?
No regrets.
No regrets on those. Heck no. At least not yet.
What has been your favorite character rework?
Han Solo. Han Solo's character rework took him from 0 to hero. Plus, I know you hate Han and you hate Rebels, but Han should be legit. He's a raid character. You know, look at how awesome General Kenobi is. You know, there was a huge gap between General Kenobi and Han Solo, and so I'm a big fan of that rework because it made sense and because it made Han Solo super super good.
I think I might say Acolyte. She was legit, hands down, worst character in the game.
She's got arena relevance now.
Yeah.
I would say Tarkin. I had a lot of fun playing Tarkin. He went from, needing some desperate help to actually being fun and viable in arena. So I'd say Tarkin. Tarky.
Someone wrote clear and concisely, give us Carbonite Han, but they misspelled it and it says Carbonite Ham.
Carbonite ham.
Well, you should freeze your ham before cooking it.
My fork.
What was your favorite rework?
Once again, Alec, I'm going to have to go with Veers.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't been in the game as long as you guys have where, like, I had to, where, like, I used the character, then stopped using them, and then it was, like, useful again. So, I don't really have a good answer.
What ability do you like the animation most?
Oh, Talzin's plague. Is that what it's called? When she flies in...
Yeah, she inflicts plague.
No, dark magic.
Dark magic.
Dark magic.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion,
levitates
that is the best. That is the best animation in the game.
I lost my mind when I saw that one.
I did too. Is there anything else?
Best animation?
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine doing 1 billion lightning bolts on everyone.
That was when that first came out. That was definitely up there.
I also like Kenobi's little acrobatic. Right before he summons
That's
all the
light
people.
side character.
Yeah, well, gotta give it a little bit of props.
I think that's...
Do you have a favorite?
I do like Wicket's. Wicket's AoE.
That actually is pretty cool.
And all the
Little arrows come down.
Yeah.
Nihilus is pretty good. Give me that.
Oh, his wound in the force?
Yeah.
Much
Drain force, not drain force.
Oh, I was thinking of the Annihilate.
I like Annihilate. The actual animation is pretty cool, but if you listen to it with sound, it's like double cool.
Yeah.
The sound on Annihilate is really cool. It's pretty epic. Very important. Dingo ate my baby is the screen name. I don't want to know how that happened. Will the Tauntaun be added, and will it have synergy with CLS, where he can cut inside of it and never die? And I thought they were smelling on the outside.
It'd have to synergize with CHS more.
Captain on.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, he says CLS. It would be kind of cool if we had a CLS Tauntaun Captain Han synergy.
I did think that was going to be in the animations for Captain Han. Like a Tauntaun dies in front of him or something, and he resurrects someone out of it.
All of a sudden, Commander Luke just comes out of the Tauntaun.
You are reborn.
I'm here!
What's your favorite sound effect in the game?
That's a good question. My favorite sound effect? I feel like, honestly, Nihilus is Annihilate. Every time, when I'm listening, when I'm playing the game with earphones in and my sound is going, usually when I'm recording footage, I'll do it with earphones on so I can record the sound of the game. I get like chills with that thing. I think that's a sweet sounding ability. Just like
solid. I like Thrawn's when he does his fracture. He's like,
yeah,
he's like a kung fu ninja.
all the Ewoks have pretty cool. You see that?
No. Oh, and Chirpa does the summon of all the assist attack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's really
I like
cool.
that
Yeah,
one.
I agree.
I do like that one.
That's a good one.
Killing a Tusken Raider.
Yeah.
Oh, when you kill Vader.
No. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Some of those
Vader.
death sound effects are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those small details you don't think much about. But...
What is your favorite moment from the Star Wars storyline?
Okay, my favorite moment is when Luke refuses to go to the dark side. And we make fun of Commander Luke because, episode 5 Luke he was kind of still a bit whiny, and he ran off to Bespin when he shouldn't have, and all of that, and just made things worse. But that moment, and I'm a huge Star Wars geek.
No.
I've thought a lot about this. But that moment when Luke is standing out there and Vader says he's his father and his arm is chopped off and Vader gives him the option to come with him. Luke would rather die than go to the dark side with his father. And when he falls, I think he thinks he's going to die. I think he falls down believing he's falling to his death. And so to me, that is like a super big chills moment when he decides that he would rather go to the rather die than go to the dark side. So.
Kylo killing Han.
Oh,
I
spoilers!
Love that scene. Yeah, spoiler alert. I love that scene.
What was the question again?
Your favorite moment in the Star Wars story.
Your favorite moment. How long is a moment?
Scene.
Could be a short scene, I guess.
However long you want.
See,
if there's one line, then
I love so many of the comedic moments, like when
you screenshot that one, by the way.
I think so.
When Luke first meets Yoda on Dagobah, and Yoda is just annoying the crap out of him. Oh, I can't do Yoda, but sorry. No, but just like what he says is like he's
hitting R2.
He's taking his taking his food. He's stealing his lantern. He's just Luke just can't wait to get rid of this guy. Like it's just like, and then watching it the second time and just knowing that like he's this grand Jedi master and he's putting on
he is who he is.
He's putting on this facade of being this annoying little runt. Just I don't know, to test him, I guess. I don't know why. That's a good question. Why does he do that? Why do you think he shows up and decides that he's gonna just be annoying to him
He's been there
first?
so long, he's probably so bored.
You think he's just kind of a little senile at that point? Yeah.
Well, he's been kind of hibernating on Dagobah for how long?
He's just been making fart jokes by himself for a while.
Okay.
If you could remove something from the game, what would it be?
Say that again?
If you could remove something from the game, what would it be?
The entire Rebel faction. Phoenix included.
We could get in trouble on this one. I don't know. I would.
Okay.
I'm gonna get hate thrown at me really quick, but
Why?
I would remove. I think I'd remove ships.
Ooh.
I'm not a big fan of ships.
We're removing modes now.
But I mean, like,
but I think ships
if you
will get
think
better.
about it, you'd want to remove something that causes friction. I mean, like ships is kind of like if you don't want to interact with ships, you don't have to interact with ships.
Good point. And I do still get rewards from ships.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, me personally, I haven't found a way to enjoy ships as much as I wish I would, but maybe that'll change. No, I really should say is I would remove Zeta Barris because she's a freaking pain in the butt.
But annihilating her is so fun.
It is satisfying.
Bye.
Later.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of hate for my ships comment, but that's fine. That's fine.
Is the soldier?
Ooh,
is the little
okay.
soldier behind Nick from Battlefield 4? That one? Is that from Battlefield 4?
You know what? That's one of the few on this wall that I actually don't. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
Could be.
I would imagine. I know this is Dragon Age Inquisition, which is just an amazing, amazing game. If you haven't played
This is
it.
from FIFA.
Yeah. Football. That's right.
Okay, listen to this. I love this question. Nathan Dent. Which dark side villain's journey would you want to see? Now, first of all, I want to see a villain's journey. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I really want to see like a hero, instead of hero's journey, maybe hero's fall. Where it's, instead of, you've got, Commander Luke, Farm Boy Luke who's becoming a Jedi. What if it's Anakin who is a Jedi who is transitioning to a Sith?
Oh, yeah.
And then you have a whole phase of killing younglings.
Master Skywalker, there's so many of them.
Wait, no, could you imagine if you started
going to
a
do?
phase of the event and that kid shows up?
And
Master Skywalker.
And it's really hard, so you have to do it over and over, like the Thrawn event, and you're just like, I'm sorry.
These younglings are impossible. But in all seriousness, that's what I want to see.
I think that would be, that has to be the big one.
I gotta go find who said that.
What advice would you have for new players? Well, we just did a whole video on that, actually.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Video will be coming soon.
Will there ever be a Vader rework? I don't think so, because he already got reworked, right?
He doesn't really need one.
Well, he got it. Well, no, when we got a Zeta, so maybe there could be a rework.
It's not as badly needed as Palpatine.
Palpatine. I think Palpatine is one of the... Palpatine and Grievous might be the two highest needs for reworks that I can think of.
Name the one character you think you have something in common with. Who's your spirit animal in the Star Wars universe? Your spirit Star Wars person.
Wow, I haven't thought about that.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Why?
Because I love, like, the one thing that I like. I'm not raving about territory wars yet. It's too early to make that judgment.
I am
call.
raving.
But it is fun to change my name on Discord to, like, General Nukin and call the shots, you know, in the battle. So I do enjoy kind of commanding and organizing a battle, and I think that's kind of what Grand Admiral Thrawn does from a distance.
Okay, I just gotta call this out. This guy from my community, Skexy, he's actually in my guild. He's our territory battles master. He says the problem is...
Too?
What?
Is he raving?
He's raving about it, I'm sure. He says the problem is a villain's journey is Hayden Christensen's utter failure as an actor.
You know what could be interesting is that, and this is just off the top of my head. So there's a comic series of Darth Vader, and it picks up, you know, basically right after episode 3, and in that they explain why all Sith lightsabers are red.
Oh yeah.
So from that you now have to infer that every Sith went through some kind of journey for their lightsaber to become red. So like you could do that with all of them. You could do it with Darth Maul. You could do it with Vader. You could do it with Dooku. I don't know if even those stories exist, but
wouldn't, like, you know, if it's Sith, don't you have to kind of take out your master? You know,
no, it's described in the comic, and I don't want to butcher it.
Okay,
but
that'd be good to talk about.
I believe, like, Palpatine in there explains that the crystals, the crystals bleed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's why they become red, but you have to do some... Again, I'm just kind of like riffing off the top of my head.
It's like you're making a Horcrux.
Yeah, it's like you're taking like a normal... So you're taking like a green lightsaber and you're turning it, you're corrupting it and making it
You have to do
red.
something evil.
Yeah, you have to do something like that. So it's... I'd like to see stories like that. Like, how did Darth Maul turn his lightsaber red?
Okay, so we talked about earlier Palpatine, how we think Palpatine is a Zeta. MMO Pro Nick says about Palpatine, everyone says he needs a Zeta, but what exactly do you think that Zeta would do?
Well, let's not just stop at 1. 3 Zetas.
I think 2 is realistic.
We'll start with 2, maybe.
We only have one character with
3.
3 Zetas, and he's a Hero's Journey character, which is about as top tier as it gets. So I think 2 Zetas makes sense.
Well, his leadership, for 1.
Yeah.
Buff everything it does, maybe add an extra thing in there. And I think there's another ability, his unique, that has room for 1.
What if Shock became a locked buff?
That would be cool.
Instead,
you can't cleanse it.
You can't cleanse it.
Yeah.
Could you resist it?
Yes, I think.
I think it should. I think it'd be overpowered if AoE was unresistible. But I would say lock Shock and have it last for 2 turns.
Mm-hmm. Or put a Zeta on his area of effect attack and have that apply Shock too. That would be awesome.
Instead of stunning Shocked, it would stun
and Shock.
Yeah, let's do 3 Zetas.
Or wait, I'm getting confused. Yeah, he Shocks on his basic, so I think that could be unresistible.
Let's do one on his basic. Zeta can't cleanse the Shock. 1 Zeta on his leadership, just make it good. And then maybe his unique Zeta.
Nukin still wants 3 Zetas.
Put Shock on all Jedi and Rebels, no matter what, at the end of the turn.
Do you we don't have any characters with a Zeta on their basic.
Not yet.
So there's a first for everything.
Hans is basically...
It's like an indirect basic.
It affects his basic. That's true, but it's written in his unique,
It's
right?
time to pioneer new things.
Yep. Before we get to the next question, I know a lot of you guys are probably waiting around for the Battlefront 2 giveaway. So what we've been doing, Crazy and I here, we have been screenshotting all of our favorite questions. And here in a minute, I think give it another 10, 15 minutes or so, we will go through them and we'll make a decision. We'll vote together as a group on who that winner will be. So did you have a question that you saw you liked?
If you could design a raid, what would it be?
Oh, I've got a good one for this, but I took the last question, so if somebody wants to go first.
Death Star? I'm on the Death Star.
That's what everyone says.
Death freaking Star.
What would be another one, since everyone will say Death Star?
Death Star 2.
Star Killer Base? Something on Star Killer Base?
Star Killer Base?
I don't know, what would you fight?
I think it would be really cool to... And I know the prequels are less popular, so I'm not sure the likelihood of this. But what if we had a raid where you were fighting those creatures from the arena in Attack of the Clones?
That would be cool.
That could be pretty cool.
Eventually, when we get more ships, the ship raid could be cool. Like with the Death Star, if it had the first phase or something was you're flying in the ships.
It would be cool to have a raid where it was ships for this phase, characters for this phase, etc.
You had to... I don't know how they would do this, but... where you have to shoot down that little...
Oh, there's so much potential. There's so much...
How to do that.
Who would be the award character, though? Because who makes sense for the Death Star? Palpatine, we already got him. Darth Vader, we already got him.
You would get Luke's ship.
Luke's ship. Oh, okay. So the reward is not a character.
CLS needs a ship.
Okay.
CLS and R2-D2.
Yeah.
I think so.
Needs,
It just makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Right on. Or you get that dude who sits next to Lando. Who goes... You know who I'm talking about?
Lobot?
No. The guy with the like the big cheeks. I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
What's he called again?
I forgot his name.
Oh. You're talking about when he's piloting the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, I am so blanking and I know this. Temnum.
That's it. Okay. Let's look here. We got another question here.
What's the best joke? Hands down.
Hey, we got Ranger on the stream. What's up, Ranger?
Hi.
Nice to have you, dude. Do y'all think TB and TW, Territory Battles, Territory Wars, are the wave of the future, or do you think a new raid and different gameplay is ahead? So that's a good question. I honestly have no idea. I hope that we will get a new raid at some point. I hope it's not now.
Yeah, later.
Because I think we've got a lot to chew on with Territory Battles and Territory Wars, so I think that this needs to kind of run its course for a little bit. But I really hope that we'll get a new raid eventually, especially because these raids are nice, but we get to a point where the Rancor and the Heroic Tank, they start to feel pretty repetitive and pretty stale after you've been playing them for long enough, which is natural. I think that's just kind of the way it's going to be. So what I would kind of hope if they did bring out another raid, that it's maybe I don't want to say replacement, but maybe there's a way to do that so that we don't feel like we have to run 3 raids now, because that feels like a lot to chew on for me.
Yeah, and if we don't get another raid, I'd like to see some more levels of depth in Territory Battles or Territory Wars. Territory Wars right now is pretty basic.
Yeah.
Territory Battles, there's not as many mini bosses, and those kind of feel like mini raids.
Yeah.
In a way. So if we're not going to get a new raid, I'd like to see something like that.
I have a question, but I wanted Nick to answer it too, so I'm going to skip to
Screenshot
it. Because this is just for us. Which video are you the most proud of making?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a twofold question. Which video? There's the video that got me the most views.
Which video are you I don't know, did it make the most mistakes or no? Which video do you watch your videos a month later after you made them
Yeah, I've actually gone back and watched some of my first videos, and it makes me vomit.
Yeah,
dude,
same.
my was so bad.
I was not very good at first, but you know, we all have to learn. It's trial and error. This is editing videos is tough, but
Whenever I start to feel like, oh, I can't believe I bought a mic, and then I watch my old video, and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I bought a mic.
I think for me, I'm the most proud of my top 10 Heroes to Gear 12 video because it got me the most views. That one's well over 60,000 views now, which is, I think, really cool. But I think the video that I put the most, the video I'm the most proud of, the actual finished product, completely regardless of views, is probably my latest top 15 video. I did it with McMull, actually. And
Mole, mole, mole.
yeah, mole, mole, mole. Oh, that's a good movie. And I don't know, I put a lot of effort into that video, and I was really happy with it. Even though some people think, and I had a conversation with somebody once, that they kind of feel like top 15 is just like this repetitive, easy thing to do. But those videos, I try really hard to make those videos engaging and interesting, especially when the list doesn't shake up as much as we'd like it to. I'm hoping that the list shakes up enough. I think we've gotten a few characters that definitely seem to be making a pretty good case for top 15 that should be up there next time, but that's probably the video I'm the most proud of personally. What about you guys?
I have no idea.
I make a lot of theory crafting analysis videos, so probably one of those. And I'm recently, I did a Sith leader video. I really liked that. That was enjoyable. The Brotini video was pretty. I'm pretty proud of that one. Yeah, I would say the Sith, the top, Sith Dark Side TB video. I really enjoyed making that, and I think that took my content up to a next level. So I'm proud of that one. I'm sure like 3 months from now I'll be like, oh, that's so bad. But
it's a progression.
Yeah.
I think the most fun I had was when I live streamed doing a tier 1 Rancor.
I remember that.
I was there.
It was like my only live stream that I've done, and I had technical problems the whole way through, so I don't know that I'm the proudest, but it was definitely fun. It was a really fun video. I got a question. I wanted you to answer it too.
Oh, yeah.
What is your favorite Star Wars memory?
That's a good question.
I feel like it's a broad question. Could that be like when I got the Millennium Falcon as a Christmas gift when I was 4 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Yeah.
I think that qualifies.
I mean, there's the when we're kids, and then there's like the more recent, I think more recently, seeing Force Awakens was a huge rush. Just having Star Wars be back was amazing. But then when I was a kid, I remember the first time I ever watched a Star Wars movie. I was sick at home. I was probably 10 years old or younger. And sick at home meant you were with mom, and mom would go rent a movie or something. So it was really a pretty big upgrade from going to school, in my opinion. So I loved being sick. I was probably sick when I wasn't sick, in fact. But I remember my mom told me she's about Star Wars, and the first question I asked my parents back then was, well, what year did this movie come out? Because they would show me these old movies that were dumb. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, this one was in the 70s. I'm like, no way, I'm not watching a 70s movie, Mom. And she's like, I really think you're going to like this one. And I gave it a chance, and it was just magic. Watching A New Hope and the lightsabers, the Force, and Darth Vader, and just the first time, that first experience, I actually remember that. And I've been hooked ever since. So... that's probably my favorite Star Wars movie, or memory, being homesick, first getting exposed to Star Wars. Pretty cool moment.
Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One.
Oh,
that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, my heart was racing.
I think that's probably one of the only moments that I got legitimate major goosebumps.
Yeah.
I was not prepared when that scene started.
Yeah, I thought the movie was gonna end.
I should that's one of those things where you should film a reaction video too if you haven't seen it.
Dude, if someone had like a heart monitor.
That might be one of the coolest Star Wars moments ever.
Yeah, that might have been my favorite.
That one definitely makes a case.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Outside of the movie, so I would say outside of Galaxy Heroes, Knights of the Old Republic. there's a part in that game, I won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't played it, which, if you haven't, why are you here? Go play it.
Go play it. Yeah. We need to
But there's a part in the game where you have to make a critical decision, and there's going to be significant, either way, there are significant consequences. And, like, making that choice and then realizing, oh my gosh, this is, the choice I just made is permanent. There's no going back from this. That was pretty, you know, jaw-dropping to see that significant of a choice in a game like that. So
someone asked for us to reintroduce our guest.
Oh, hi. My name's Nick. I work for Electronic Arts in the Capitol Games Studio in Sacramento. I am the community engagement strategist, meaning that I work with these lovely people and social media and other things as well. I even make some of my own videos every once in a while. Made one for Territory Battles, Territory Wars on Twitter.
So, my buddy Mr. Doc said, where's the Gid shirt?
There we go.
Here it is. I had it right over there. So this is my community. I'm repping my community for the rest of the stream. So anyway, just had to say that. We got reality skewed gamers on. Nice. So man, we got the whole crew here with us. They say Crazy is showing off her Star Wars sweater. Cubs fan is showing off his Star Wars shirt and now my community shirt. Nukin, show off your Star Wars chest tattoo.
It's actually on my buttocks. Just kidding.
This is a G-rated stream, so we're not going to do that.
Buttocks.
Oh man, that's really funny.
What color would your lightsaber be? Nukin's would be red.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would be white.
Who asked that, Sir Loki? Or?
I scrolled past it too fast. Bongholio!
Bongholio!
Wait, he's here?
Yeah. Is he here?
Bongholio! Okay, I'm sorry. That is, I don't know why I like that.
That's one of the
name
best
so
screen
much.
names.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we give away Battlefront?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you guys want to give away Battlefront?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's do it.
Oh God, give away the Battlefront to the
Give
people.
it. All right, I'm gonna run an ad before we do that because I'm mean like that. You are going to have to wait.
Well, we have to go
my
anyway.
Discord notifications are flying up. Okay.
Yeah, same. People
I've
are
got
like, I
all
see you
of
checking
my-
your phone.
Okay. Yeah, we're live streaming right now. So, all right, some candidates.
Wait a minute, this is live?
Death Rattle says you're
This is
sexy.
live. Yeah.
Death Rattle
That's
says
what we've been
you're
doing this
sexy.
whole
Oh,
time?
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we've literally been live.
I thought this was a job interview.
We will permit you to come on our channels. Okay. I know the development team. This was asking about what the development team is like. Are there a ton of arguments about which character to release? Territory tie fix. How much time does it take to create a character? What's the longest stretch you've gone without playing Galaxy Heroes? I think that's a good one. Which dark side heroes villain's journey do you want to see? Palpatine, what should a Zeta do? Those are the ones that I took screenshots of.
Which video are you most proud of? Favorite Star Wars memory?
I like the
character.
favorite.
Oh, we never actually finished answering this one. The character that you have something the most in common with.
I think I answered that.
You did, but
yeah.
I
I didn't really answer it.
I
Sorry.
didn't answer.
We got to give this thing out though. My vote right now, and I should establish.
Your favorite moment from Star Wars? If you could remove something from the game, what would it be?
Favorite moment.
Favorite
from Star Wars?
sound effect in the game?
I like favorite moment from Star Wars.
If you could play the role of any character in the movies, who would it be? What rework do you want the most?
Okay.
What outlets for the developers? Favorite character you want to come to the game? And that's all.
I think I like the favorite Star Wars moments one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Any other votes? And whoever you are, who
Find that one.
be sure to be on the stream to comment to claim your prize. Otherwise, we'll go to the next one in line.
Your favorite moment in the Star Wars storyline? That one?
Yep, that's my vote.
Favorite moment in the Star Wars storyline?
Who was that?
James K.
James K. Any objections?
James K. Polk.
James K. James K. Are you still on the stream? If so, you just want a copy of Battlefront. Comment below. Drum roll, or we will go on to the next best.
I like how you turned and said any objections, and then immediately turned away and didn't wait for me to answer.
He's not there. He's not commenting. We might have to give it to someone else.
Give him a few more seconds. Maybe he just stepped away to make a hot
That's
pot.
true. Oh, well, and it's delayed. It's delayed.
No, you already held it up. When you held it up, you said his name.
Bang Holio! Change his name to James K, says Justin Hernandez. I am James, Tim Marshall says. Hey, my brother just said I called dibs. Sorry. Jared, I already know that you have Battlefront because we play it all the time. He's not showing up. Maybe we should pick a Italian Stallion says happy birthday, Nukin. No, I'm James. Everyone's James. What does Abby look like?
It's that.
That dude? Okay.
It's pretty distinctive. Hard to fake.
James K?
Yeah.
James K, where are you, James K?
Calling James
I want to give you a free copy of Battlefront. All right, let's pick a second place. He's not showing up.
All right, well,
I'm forgetting the options even now.
Read yours again. I think the ones you read were the ones I was the more stoked about.
All right, scroll. Favorite character to come to the game. The outlets to contact the developers. What rework do you want the most? If you could play the role of any character in the movie. Your favorite sound effect in the game.
Ooh, sound effect.
That one?
I like that question.
I think that was a good one.
Nightwing. Night with a K.
Bung Holio says, Nukin man, if I want to enter the room just to hear your Bung Holio call.
Bung.
Okay, who did you say? Who asked the...
Nightwing.
Nightwing. Are you there, Nightwing? Nightwing!
He's here.
He's here. Okay. Nightwing, me. Okay. Nightwing, are you on Discord? Tell me on the live stream right now if you are on Discord.
If not, you can't get it.
That will be the easiest way for you to contact me so I can personal message you the code for this game. Okay, Nightwing, let me give you my Discord handle. Cubs fan Han.
You're about to get spammed.
Oh, that's true. I shouldn't do that. How about this?
Isn't it on your profile?
Jump on my Discord server, Nightwing. That is, I'm going to type a link in here. It's HTTP.
You know it.
I did a Discord meme.
You don't?
It's like a bunch of random numbers.
/ Discord.
/
Discord.me/Cubs fan Han.
You gotta learn how to do that.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, he's on my server. Okay. Nightwing, since you're on my server already, bonus credit to you. Shoot me a personal message right now, and I'll get to this in a minute once we have this completely wrapped up.
A requirement.
Should have made what a requirement?
That they're on your server.
Yeah. All right. Cubs fan Han is discriminating. I don't know how I'm discriminating.
I don't know what that means.
I just picked a good question. We all did.
No, he's discriminatory. Get it right.
Oh, about people on the server, I think. No, I didn't delineate that. So, okay, what do you guys say? I think this has been really good. We still have a lot of people listening strong. Do we want to tackle maybe one or two more questions and then call it good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. One or two more questions. All right, rip Cubs
Mine's not
DMs. Tits McVenom. You know what, Tits McVenom? RIP my DMs every day. And for all of you listening, I know a lot of you guys love to send a lot of us YouTubers direct messages asking about teams that you'd love to see and stuff. And I just want you guys to know we appreciate it. It's awesome. I'm sorry we can't respond to all of them. If I were to respond to all of them, then I would have a really hard time ever making a video. Yeah, I'd never make a video. I would just respond to Discord messages. So please no responding, or please no, sorry, I was reading something else. Please no hard feelings.
Please no respondy.
Hey, Finity's here.
Finity!
What's up, dude? He's asking about the Porg being introduced into the game. That's funny. I want to get good questions here since we're just going to do two more. I liked the stream even though I didn't win. Zeta Hoven. Thank you, Zeta Hoven. I hope I like the stream too. Let's see. The question everybody wants to know: when will CLS be back? I have no idea. Didn't Cozy respond on the forums and say soon? Didn't she say that? I think I saw her.
Can't remember.
I don't remember for sure.
How are you thinking about Luke when Rey's on the horizon?
Yeah. Well,
after Rey, just chill.
I like Crazy Sweater. Okay, I saw a good one up here. This is a good debate. I think we could debate this. Alan Theus says, is Annihilate the best move in the game?
It's definitely very strong.
I mean, how does it get better than insta-kill?
Because if you need to have debuffs. If the person's taunting.
I feel like
the
Imperial...
AI, it'll kill like an almost dead Kenobi.
Imperial Probe Droid kind of makes a run at it because he's got an insta-kill now too.
But then he dies himself.
The question is the best ability in the game?
I am going to say Fracture.
I mean...
Fracture is really up there for me. See, the big catch to Annihilate is it takes a while to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Fracture right away, you can freeze someone.
And if another thing about Annihilate is if there's a taunter, you can't annihilate who you want to.
You have to then use his basic and ways to turn to get them.
And then if they have a Nihilist, you might get the cooldown sucked down.
Yeah.
So
I'd almost say zombie. Or the ability it will
undead.
literally never die. And as long as there is another Night Sister, it will literally never go away. What other character can you say that? Can you say that?
That's a good option.
Okay. Oh, this MMO Pro Nick says, I'm sorry for all you YouTubers who get hundreds of DMs every day, and for you Cubs who feels guilty about not answering them all. It's okay. Don't be sorry. It's okay.
He doesn't feel guilty.
There's got to be one. Okay, I'm looking for one final good question. We're gonna find a good one.
I've got a good one for you guys. What was your favorite outside of what we did with the video stuff, like seeing the campus? What was your favorite thing about the EA campus?
To me, I work in corporate America, and so I'm used to this kind of corporate environment, but it's really cool to see gaming so infused into it. It's like kind of a giddy kid's dream. And when we're walking down the halls, they have these halls, it's like a memory lane here.
Where the platinum.
Yeah, where they show all of these big EA games.
Or where they
and
had
especially,
one that showed every single game they've ever released.
Yeah, and especially when I was looking at some of the 90s games.
Yeah, that was really nostalgic.
That was super nostalgic for me. Like looking at some of those games that I played as a kid on the original PlayStation or on Nintendo.
They had, did you see the case where they had like they had a Super Nintendo sitting?
Yeah, I was like, can I have that? I loved some of those games. It's just really cool to be sitting here where that all happened. I don't know. I think it was really cool.
I think my favorite part was when the second you walk in the door, the first thing you see is there's these huge screens at the top, and they're playing Anthem footage. Is it called Anthem?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys have not seen the footage for Anthem, this EA game that's coming out, it looks pretty cool.
And just having it on that huge screen first, you see, and it's on both sides, so you walk around and it's still there. I thought that was.
I've also liked the food.
The food was really good.
Good food. I'm a foodie. If my wife is listening, she can comment and say that we are big foodies in my family. And
Don't worry, he ate a salad. He was very good and healthy.
I did not eat a salad.
He didn't eat 2 large cheese slices of pizza.
With a dinner
He did
roll.
not do that.
When is the SWGOH/Madden crossover character coming?
Someone asked about a Harry Potter character or something like that.
We should, we need to get Adrian Peterson in the game. Can we make that happen? Adrian Peterson? His special ability is to fumble. I'm throwing shade on Cardinals fans. We gotta find one last good one. Would you rather? Okay, here, we'll end on this.
Would you rather? Oh, great.
Would you rather question?
Would you rather?
Would rather not.
Not answering.
Okay, let's do this actually. Not the would you rather. Well, this one will be quick. I'll do 2. Okay, 2 more questions and we're done. Number 1, it's with a PH. Would you rather fight 100 porg-sized rancors or 1 rancor-sized porg? I want to see a rancor-sized porg.
I want to fight lots of porgs.
Yeah. Have it be like that mission in Battlefront where you're just fighting like all those bugs over and over again.
Yeah.
I felt like that was, for those of you who played the Battlefront campaign, I felt like that mission was like if you played Halo, it was like fighting the Flood from Halo. It was like the exact same thing. All right, here's our last question, guys. Last question. Who's your favorite Star Wars villain besides Darth Vader?
Besides?
Kylo.
Kylo?
You
Really?
don't know he's a villain yet.
I kind of feel like Kylo's a lame villain.
Oh, come on.
He's like a grumpy teenager.
How is it?
When he first took off his helmet, I was like, oh, he's like that emo kid.
Eventually he grows up.
Yeah, maybe he'll redeem himself in the next movie.
He's a dark side character who actually has some like conflict.
That is compelling. That is
like
compelling.
it's actually interesting. Like as bad, can I swear? As bad is as like Maul is. He has no lines. Like Clone Wars gave him a little depth, but like I want some depth to my characters. I want them to like speak and have some conflict and have some challenges. Come on.
I like Savage Opress. I think he's sweet. I don't know if I'd say he's my favorite. I think Darth Vader's my favorite, but I can't say Darth Vader.
Savage is boring.
I don't know. Have you watched the Clone Wars?
Yes. He's boring.
I don't know. I just think he's kind of he's cool. I don't know. I like him because he's cool. Yeah. I don't know. Probably Darth Maul though. Actually, Darth Maul's probably my favorite. He just looks amazing.
His lightsaber.
And he gets,
my favorite.
even though we actually ranked last night in our Bag of Questions video. Spoiler alert! We ranked our top Star Wars movies. We ranked them all in order. And I ranked Phantom Menace last. I think Phantom Menace is the worst Star Wars movie, in my opinion. But the big redeeming quality of Phantom Menace, what makes it watchable is those last 10 minutes where you've got that, probably the best Star Wars duel.
That's my favorite lightsaber duel.
So
that's why
somehow it's a pity that the worst movie has the best duel.
I think Attack of the Clones is still worse.
Yeah.
I've been dying a little bit each day since you came back into my life.
My favorite is when Anakin comes back from killing all the Tuskens. He's like, I killed them. I killed them all. They're dead. But not just the men, but the women and the children.
It's okay. Let
I hate
me
them.
pat on the back.
I hate them.
Let me hug you.
Have some blue milk. What's yours, Nukin? You're a dark side.
I want to. Well, you can't say
Lover
Darth
boy,
Vader.
so.
Lover boy.
Yeah.
I want to say, if we're looking for complexity, Darth Sidious.
Okay.
Just knowing when to strike and Order 66 and implementing it and developing that plan.
Order 66.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to me, how he played his cards right. So, yeah, Emperor Palpatine's pretty cool too, but when he's Darth Sidious, I think he's pretty cool.
The scene in Clone Wars where he attacks
Ranger
Darth
says,
Maul
"I hate
and
sand.
Savage
It's
is
coarse
Yeah.
and it gets
awesome.
everywhere." Yep. If no one says Ranger also says, if no one says Revan, I'm coming after all of you. So, Nick, you're the last one to go. No pressure.
He's gonna say
Revan.
General Veers.
Revan. Is that sincere? Or are you just saying that because Ranger's gonna come get you?
I'm kind of afraid of Ranger, to be quite honest.
He is a Cowboys fan, and that is.
Yeah, those guys are nuts. The only
They're
one I'd be
crazy.
more afraid of is Raiders.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. It's such a big question.
I'd almost say Ventress.
Ventress?
I would have said Ventress if Kylo.
It's kind of lame. Ventress lame.
Actually, wait. The question was, what's your favorite villain?
Favorite Star Wars villain?
Actually, okay. So I was originally like relegating myself to Sith, but honestly, I think Jabba the Hutt is pretty good. Jabba's pretty cool. I mean, yeah. Like I remember seeing, Return of the Jedi as a kid. Yeah. And he's kind of intimidating when you see him when you're like 6 years old.
Mm-hmm. There is something about Jabba too. You got to respect the man.
Yeah.
He found a way to literally be a slob, just sitting there all day with Slave Leia.
Yeah.
Slave Leia.
You respect that? That's what gets you respect.
You just gotta like he's like living the total.
That's the dream.
Dream, yeah.
That's the dream. Your wife's watching.
This is not reflecting well on me. All right. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for joining us for this stream. This was really fun, and I always say I wish I could live stream more. And I'm working on getting better Wi-Fi in my house so I can do. The only reason I don't do these live streams all the time is because my Wi-Fi sucks. If my wife is listening, everyone take to the comments and tell my wife to get us better Wi-Fi because I keep trying to campaign for that. And then she will listen to you and the comments and we'll get better Wi-Fi and we'll have live stream and everyone will be happy. But it was really great having you guys on the stream. Thank you for asking some really awesome questions. Thanks for participating. Nick, thank you very much for being with us. I didn't think you would join us, and so it was really awesome that you stuck around a little bit. I know you got to get back to your family, so we really appreciate it. So, thanks so much, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream.
Bye.
But
everybody.
It's gonna take a little bit for me to get there.